Hey everybody, welcome to Average Guy Opinions. It's your average guy, John Corelli. This is part 2 of 5, maybe more, maybe less, but I will be going to my father's house every day this week, the week of July 12th, and today's the 13th, and so I was there. And I'm going to call us 2-0. Me and my son Logan are going out there, and the reason I'm saying I take each day, and I mentioned this in the last video, as a W or an L. I don't know if, honestly, but the last 2 days of wins have been wins, and the reason why is we're getting stuff out of the house. I'm getting anywhere from 8 to 10 boxes, putting them in my Volkswagen, and then when you say Volkswagen, you think Beetle. It's not. It's a CC Sport. It's like a souped-up Passat, and you can fit a lot in there. So we're getting a lot of stuff out. I'm donating a lot of stuff. Some stuff my father wants me to try and sell, and then a lot of it is going to recycling. Luckily, we're not trashing too much, which makes me happy. At least we're trying to do the right thing here. And my dad has good days and bad days. Monday was okay. Today was really good. He was willing to let go of a lot of stuff. I think he understands, or is coming to understand, that we don't have a lot of time. We got to get him into assisted living and out of this home, and we don't have time to fuck around. Found some more cool stuff today. This is the first thing I gotta point out. This is hilarious. Okay, so this is a 3.5-inch hard disk. Some call it a floppy, but it's a hard disk. He has about 400 of these, and he has them coded. I've taken all there were sticky notes on these, and there's like nomenclature on there. I have no idea what these mean. There are one or two that were in plain English, like one said resume. Okay, that makes sense. There are other things, but like I told you in the last video, he as far as I know, he hasn't worked a real job since 1991 or so. Last 30 years he hasn't. Like I said, he told me he got some sort of settlement when he lived in Carson City, Nevada in the late 90s, early 2000s. I know very little about this man considering he's my father. But 400 of these. And that's a rough estimate, but you know, a big box like of copy paper. Those come in like, I don't know how many reams are in there, 12, something like that. This is filled. One of those boxes filled with these. Insane. I think my dad worked for the CIA. So yeah, that's something. So we're getting rid of a lot of like e-waste, like a lot of discs, he had like literally like 30 chargers for different things. I was like, holy shit, this is kind of cool. Some old stuff, like he's an audiophile. My dad really was into records. I told you that the last episode. He had nearly 500, and Logan and I have cataloged them and put a value on them, and we'll try to sell them at my dad's behest, if that's the right word. But my dad has to put approval on. He's not just going to let me and Logan do that because we're not capable. So, but this is kind of cool. Just some interesting, like this is an audio tape. And once again, CIA. I swear to God, maybe he killed like 100 people. I don't know. I don't know a lot about this man, but trying to find out. Yeah, just audio tapes, really old stuff too. I mean, this looks like it's from the 70s. Look at this one. What, I might keep this just for the box. Isn't that great? So cool. I'm probably going to take some of this stuff to the local Black and Red Records, which does a lot of secondhand stuff, and as I've explained in other videos, I really try not to buy. I haven't bought from Amazon since last Christmas, so I'm trying to keep that going for the rest of my life. But yeah, so that was kind of cool to find like audio tapes, and of course I asked him what's on, and he's like, you don't want to know. Okay, I don't know. I mean, there's no way I can play it. He doesn't have a player. I don't know where to get a player, so whatever, just deal with it. I don't know what's in here. I think this is like plastic stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah. I thought this was kind of cool. I don't know if any of you remember this place. It was Peaches Records. And, I remember when I visited him on the weekends, like when I was in my early teens. We would go there, and it was like a warehouse record store. Those existed in the 70s and 80s, and they still do. I guess you got Tower Records sometimes, and Twist and Shout. I think those places are still around, or at least exist. But this is one of the early ones, and I just thought, I was thinking about this. We have the whole Christmas versus Happy Holidays debate. Well, this bag is from the 70s or 80s, so when people go, "Oh, Happy Holidays," well, I'm going to say Merry Christmas. This includes everybody. There's nothing wrong with it, and it's been around. People act like Happy Holidays is a new advent of some sort. No, we've had it around a long time. Look into the history of it sometime. We've had it for a long time to include other people, like Jewish people, for example. And now, I don't know. I don't know why anyone gives a shit, but I just want to show you that. I thought that was cool. This is hilarious to me. This is professional knowledge gained from operational experience in Vietnam, which is fine. I am guessing this is a gun book of some sort, or just maybe, I don't know. I probably will keep it because it looks very interesting, and since I have my degree in history, I'd like to check it out. But the reason I find it kind of funny is my dad dodged the Vietnam War. Mm, so it kind of looks kind of funny to me. It's also, hey, maybe this is his one of his like his CIA manual. I swear to God, I'm thinking he's in it. I'm guessing this was probably February 1967. That's kind of cool. So this was published 24 February 1967, which probably was right around when my mom found out she was pregnant with me via my dad. So that's kind of cool. What else we got? Oh, we got a bunch of magazines that he wants me to try to sell. I don't know. He said eBay these. I don't know. I mean, if collector's item, maybe was this 83. Yeah, I don't know if any of this is going to sell. This is kind of cool. That's a nice one. Maybe I can try to eBay this with some of his records. This is 1965 or Music 65. That's pretty cool. So there's some cool stuff in here. He said he had a couple Time magazines. I think one had Thelonious Monk on it. He was a big jazz fan. If I haven't mentioned that before, that's what most of his record collection is jazz. And you know, he has a few classics. He has some. He has a couple Richard Pryor albums that I'll probably hang on to. He has Sgt. Pepper, and I will probably hang on to that because that also came out in '67, the year I was born. So it means a lot to me. I am getting eaten alive by these fucking mosquitoes. I'm just like my foot is a red stump right now. And I'm really annoyed with it, but my own fault. I don't like spraying stuff on me because I'm not a big fan of putting chemicals on my body. But I should have just maybe. Sometimes if you light an incense or a candle, they may stay away. So I got 3 more minutes to fill. What else did we do today? Okay, so we did have some frustrating moments. Like I said, overall it was a win. We are 2 days into the 5-day week, and we are 2-0. So at the worst, we'll go 2-3, and even on the 3 losses, we'll probably get some boxes out of there and some, you know, some just some progress made. We got everything out of the basement. That's a big deal. And the mosquito just tried to bite my head. So getting everything moved from the basement up stairs. Sorry, that's really distracting. It doesn't make for a good video, but I often don't make good videos. But so yeah, everything from the basement is upstairs now. That's a good step in the right direction. The garage is starting to get cleared out. He sold his car, so we have room in the garage to operate and go through stuff. And he had a good day health-wise, so that helps. He can stay on his feet for decent amounts of time and make decisions. He's still pretty much micromanaging a lot, and I keep having to tell him, the more you micromanage, the slower this goes. You got to let capable adults who are here to help you help you. Excuse me. My stepmom helps a little bit. She's also unfortunately hoarded a decent amount. Not quite as bad as him, but she's also got a lot. And I'm telling her too. I'm like, hey, you got to start getting this stuff boxed up because she's moving to New York. My dad will stay here, and they got to work all that out. I'm not even getting close to involved in that beehive mess spaghetti bowl, whatever you want to call it. That's going to be crazy, and it'll probably affect me because I think he's writing his will based on what happens between them. And whatever, man. Like I said, anything I get outside of this is gravy. Some other things that we found today. Probably about 200 audio tapes. Some are like bought music, like there are a few Tony Bennett's in there, and there's some other jazz and some other music, but for the most part, it was like stuff he either recorded. I don't know if he did voice recordings or if he just recorded music on them, but that's all going to Black and Red probably tomorrow, if they even take it. I don't even know if they do. Some VHS tapes, not a lot. Some micro cassettes, which also makes me think he's in the CIA. He has like he's like you know who he reminds me of? Reminds me of Robert De Niro in Meet the Fockers, Meet the Parents. He's that guy. He really is. He's just like this Italian kind of Long Island guy. Doesn't really tell you a lot about his life. Next thing you know, Operation Koh Samui. Here we go. What? What are you talking about? So it will be interesting to see how the next 3 days go. Thanks for following me on this journey. and I hope it's somewhat interesting to you. I hope it makes you have fond memories, maybe even bad ones of your parents, and some craziness you've been through with them. But thank you for checking it out. I'll see you next time tomorrow for part 3 of 5 on this. Bye.